Hey guys, Shinlock's here, back with our semi-blind playthrough of Prey. Last time... Oh, right, we got to the Arboretum. Locking a door is a valid strategy for keeping your enemies at bay or trapping them. I assume the whole point of that is for the nightmare. And that's another thing, it's another missed opportunity. You know? Right. So we hacked those. Okay.
Proximity sensor reset.
Okay.
Eradicator auto turret version 0.7. Please scanning timeline error.
Yep.
Insufficient Typhon material found.
All right. Anything immediately that I wanted to...
0.7.
No, we're pretty full of things. Yeah. Yeah, the Black Box Project. I don't know... What was... Now, do they say anything about these? I feel like that's probably the December one. Talos 1 lobby. Yeah, level 1. Deep storage, Talos Bridge, crew quarters. Yep, okay. Okay, yeah. Oh, weird. Wait. Was this? Oh. Okay. That's where that went. I was like, where does that go? Now I know. Man, look at all that concrete. That's a mop bucket, right? Like a wet plaster. It's green, though. It's not red. Why? Okay. When we got some weird reflection going on. That's glass, I guess? Okay. Well, anyway. Let's see. What are the odds there's just a mimic in here hanging out? Oh. Well. Yeah, okay. So I guess that's kind of the point. You get behind them this way and... See, I can hear something. It's gotta be... above us? Below us? Oh, well, I hear it now. Okay, I see the... Wait, how do you even get in there? Just please tell me there's not a red swing line stapler joke in there. Like from Office Space. Oh. Security locker. Okay. Alright. Well. I mean, I'm gonna move the stuff, right? But... Yeah, it's... The lifting stuff is very... Just bounced, huh? Okay. Sure. Yeah, okay. Shotgun fabrication. Karen. Unfortunate name. Weapon upgrade. Shotgun shells. Oh, yeah. Let's, so, two positives I want to say real fast. I like the Q-beam. I thought it was... The idea is pretty interesting. The fact that instead of directly doing damage to enemies, you have to fill up the bar and make them explode. That's a cool idea. And the microgravity sections. They're, I don't particularly like them, but I am engaged by them. I'm definitely very invested while I'm in there. So that is all. Do I want more? What would I want to use? Oh, probably this. Probably yeah. Let's get the range for this one. And then I don't know about the power. Duration of stun effect. Okay. Which, that's interesting, because that might mean that you do... Well, you don't have stun grenades. Okay, anyway. Alright, let us... Odds are there being a mimic in here. High. Okay, well. It's, no. Alright, anyway. Why are the belts around this thing? Like it got moved into place? Yep. Oh, here we go. Mimic detection. Gen 2. Allows detection of hidden mimics and greater mimics. What's interesting is... I think somewhere I read that, like, this one isn't always in. Cool. Right, like, there's a certain amount of randomization. I would laugh. Right, you'd think... Oh, hello. They're hiding their beer behind the thing. I would just laugh a little bit if, like... Because you'd think the Mimic... you know... The Mimic Revelation chip or whatever would show you... like there'd be a Mimic in there. That's fine, we'll go this way. Yep. Alright, what's next? Do we... Well, presumably what you'd want to do is...
Scanning target error insufficient.
Because I would assume that if they're deactivated, they don't get destroyed. But they get destroyed if they're active when you leave and come back. So, I guess this would be the point where you'd want to know if reactivating the main lift is a, like, story trigger. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, so it's been interesting rewatching, or watching, the,
Morgan, that Typhon is an unknown type. From what I can tell, it's the source of the problem with the lift.
Right.
The Phantom you unleashed in Psychotronics had similar disruptive abilities, only this one seems more powerful. Scanning it would tell you more.
Sorry, the one in Psychotronics? Well, presumably you want the EMP charge. And then you'd want to get them both together.
Logging self-diagnostic. List tag. Carbon. Cathode corrosion. Disintegrated circuit found. Instructions.
Well, all right. Okay. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, good. Oh, well, all right. Well, this is unfortunate. Okay, well. That's not what I wanted to load, so... That was terrible.
Nice work. The lift is responding again. That Typhon hijacked the hardware, even the software running the system all the way down to the machine code. Reprogramming it on the fly. Fascinating. And alarming. I can patch up the code. You should be fine. Take the lift if you need to move quickly between the 3 main decks on Talos 1. It has a stop in the lobby and down in life support.
Honest. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. So that was pretty terrible. Where to go? Oh, probably over there somewhere. Right, and they're nice enough to give you a med kit afterwards. Okay.
Good evening, Talos. Dinner is served in the cafeteria from 6 to 8 p.m.
What we're gonna do... Wait, hang on. Where was the medical operator out there? Hendrik DeVries, okay. Ah, yes. Right, he's, yeah. The one in the trauma center.
Alex! Damn it. Hold on. I'm encrypting the rest of this.
Right. Do no harm, new objective. What is the objective here? I know it's a new objective. You told me that already. Okay, I vaguely remember doing this one, but, you know, whatever. It's in the lobby. Oh, enter. It's already here. Well, we'll see what happens. Uh-huh. So apparently this is actually a real elevator, which is kind of cool. Oh good. Yeah, of course. Oh good, a frickin' Weaver, huh? Weakness null wave. Yeah, we may want to use... and that gives us which one? This one, backlash? A shield. Yeah, that would be really good, I think. I only have one neuromod, though, so... in the meantime...
New psionic aptitude available.
Indeed. Well, okay. I know this. Can I... Let's see. Excuse me, roly thingamabobs. Could you not? Broken, yeah. Okay, well... Okay, so there was lots of things. Alright, well... Yeah. Boxes and all that. What I want to know is... I don't want to get too close to the Weaver. Not yet. I would like to maybe go to the trauma section and... use their... Oh, well. Is it still coming at me? That's unfortunate. That's no good. That's fine. You know what? We'll do this, though. There we go. Because I don't like hearing the sound of the fire. If I'm being honest. And also, we have enough of this, I think. We'll just use one of those. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, do I would say I don't want to fight the, I do want to fight the Weaver, but not in this condition. Sorry, what? What got marked? Oh. Wow. Huh. Good to know. The sound is all weird still, you could tell. Oh, Well, yeah, download it from his office, of course. Who... yeah. Okay, Gene Farr. So we found that other guy, so we should use the one here to see if I can. You know, and the other thing is, to get in there, right, you could use the key card or just bash through the window, right? And just mimic the coffee mug and just go in there, I guess. Okay, Gene. I think they're sorted by first name, right? There you go. No life signs. Well, climate control chief. Climate control chief in the power plant. which we have not gotten to. Oh yeah, Weaver. Okay, well, hopefully.
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
Thank you. It's good to see myself.
Diagnosing bruising, abrasions, fatigue. Nothing life-threatening. Try to relax. There. All better. Please fill out a patient experience questionnaire so I can serve you better next time.
I hear things. Oh, that's that guy. Okay. Where, what happened to this dude in here? Did I stun him? Is he still in there? Yes, he is. Okay, well, now the question is, what do I do? Oh, right on. Nope, not that one. They said there was like alarm panels or something, right? Okay, so mind control people. Obviously, you don't want to use a recycler charge on them. EMP charge, I wouldn't think would stun people. I'm trying to be more experimental, right? Psi nullifying pulse. I wonder if you could use these on mind control people, but this dude... Oh, nope. This dude is so close. I don't want to open the door and then, you know... I can't break the glass, can I? Oh.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
Really? Weakness glue. Oh, that's a good idea. J for research. Mind-controlled human. Incident summary. I was on duty about 14-20 hours when I received a request from Dr. Hans Kelstrup for assistance in live exam. Upon arriving on the scene, I witnessed Dr. Trevor Young slamming lab instruments into some of the Typhon enclosures. When it became clear he intended to break containment, I was forced to discharge my stun gun to subdue him. During my subsequent interview with Dr. Young, he seemed immensely distraught and unaware of my presence unless I came too close, whereupon he would turn violent. He has been turned over to the trauma team and placed in quarantine for his and others' safety. Yep. Glue, null wave, psychic, stun. Yeah. What about the Weaver? Morgan's notes. Prefers to avoid direct fights. Watch out for cystoids. Protected by a shield that floods attackers with a terror effect when struck. Glue ineffective while shield is up. Interesting. What I could try doing is gluing it. Like you shoot it or throw something at it. And then... Well... Then use the fear of the alcohol, I guess? Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so. Let's save here first. But yeah, it's been interesting, if I could just pause for a moment. It's been interesting watching the initial episodes of this when I'm clearly not having fun. I watched episode last night, I think I watched episode 6 and the review, and episode 6 was kind of funny because man, it's really hard when I want to enjoy the game, but I can't, and that's why it's so weird to me, because I was like, I don't understand why I don't like it, and it's like I kind of do now, and my hypothesis is that the game is not what it feels like. You know, it looks and feels like you're playing a shooter, and it is not. It is literally subverted. The genre is subverted. And that discordance or whatever you call it, is extremely upsetting, because I'm trying to hold like it's a shooter, but it's not a shooter, but it's a survival horror, but it's not a survival horror. And it's like I want to like it, people like it, but I don't like it. And, it's so there's a lot of conflict, and that upsets me. And so I'm just like, I think that's why. But yeah, it's been interesting. Also, I think in one of the episodes I mentioned, I have a hard time getting along with people, and that's not totally true. I just wanted to clarify, just for anyone that, whatever. I'm actually really easy to get along with. My issue, or why I say I have a hard time getting along with people, is because it's the whole, I've mentioned before, I think I mentioned in the first episodes, like, it's all about, you don't light yourself on fire to keep someone else warm. I do that. That's my problem. And it literally is my problem. It's like a boundary enforcement issue. And so, because I have a lot of anger on the inside, and I don't, what typically happens is I lash out at people because I'm still working on how to be like, nah, man, and like, nah, we're not going to do that, and be cool about it and let it go. But instead, it's like the aggression of someone sort of taking advantage like that. My anger comes out, and I lash out instead of just being like, yeah, they're gonna take what they can, right? And it's like, I don't have to let them. Just be like, yeah, no, we're not doing that, man. We're not doing that. And they're like, it's like, you could just go somewhere else, instead of just being like that. Oh, we're not. Or sarcasm is fantastic for this. They're like, it's like, oh, are we not? It's like, oh, or even what is it? One of the doctors I used to work with used to be like, we're still friends. We're still, like, he would do something, he would hurt the patient. They'd be like, you'd be like, oh, we're still friends. We're still friends. So I might try doing that, like when some jackhole like crosses the boundary, and because they don't, these MFers, they don't like when boundaries are enforced. They're entitled narcissists, right? And so when you actually say, hey, no, you can't do that, they're like, and it's like, don't worry, we're still friends, and just be really fucking sarcastic about it. Because sarcasm is fantastic. It just feels really good. So I might try that, but that's what happens. I lash out because people, cross the boundaries, and then so what ends up happening is I don't want to lash out. I don't like that anger, and so I just keep people away. So when I say it's like hard for me to get along with people, that's basically what I mean. It's not, as long as you're cool, I'm cool. It's just, I'm super chill. It's just people mistake kindness for weakness, and I don't like getting angry. I'm pretty good at it, but I don't like it. Anyway. Okay, so we will try... okay, so you cannot. So my thought is, because I know from experience, these dudes, like, they attack by having their heads explode. All right. Yeah, he knew pretty immediately. Okay, he's unconscious. That's good. One life saved. And then, yeah, okay. That's a code to a safe or whatever. And then there's these, like, why do they have to do this futuristic stuff? Aren't real life surgical implements horrifying enough? All these books. Okay, well, anything Crumpled paper and a used cigar. That's a fire hazard. Oh, hey. Cellular society. Social repercussions of medical technologies, yet the effects of medical technology on society's norms. We have read something like this before, right? Because this recalls, it sounds like the Unabomber's manifesto. Cite a recent example. One only has to recall cigarette use was often frowned upon as a habit until advances in the food industry allowed for consumable microspheres that captured and expelled cancer cells from the body. Simultaneously, both the fear of cancer and the stigma attached to smoking vanished within a generation. Now smoking is perceived as no more harmful than drinking a soda. This is actually not correct. It's not just the smoking has a freaking ton of effects on your body, but it sort of corrodes your blood vessels on the inside. It's actually really kind of horrifying. I used to do stuff with people's legs. Like, I worked with vascular surgeons, and so they'd go in and, you know, you'd get, especially diabetics, would get ulcers on their feet that wouldn't heal. And you generally, here's a tip for you guys. When people want to go in and dick around with your legs, unless you have an ulcer that does not heal, generally speaking, do not let them. Because if they go in there and screw it up, they have to amputate your leg. Right? So all this, oh, it's a routine thing, blah, blah, blah. You got to ask yourself, is this bad enough that they will chop my leg off if they screw it up? Oh, we do it all the time. Yeah, okay. How many times have you seen, you know, just like I had a freaking painter come out and paint my bathroom, and he couldn't even do straight lines. And that's his primary freaking job. Just put the tape on and then paint against the tape so the line is straight. Like, come on, dude. How long have you been doing this? 20 years? Like, so don't let people dick with your legs. Especially not anyone but a vascular surgeon. Because that's what happens. You know, if they fuck up your leg, they have to cut it off. Because all of a sudden now there's no blood flow. And, you know. But yeah, so yeah, smoking, that's kind of the primary thing. It messes up your blood vessels. Cancer, lung cancer, throat cancer, whatever. Yeah, it does all that stuff too, but it affects all of your blood vessels everywhere. So just be aware. We have presumably an espresso machine. Everyone loves their baseball. Luggage. Briefcase. They're all hoarding, you know, snacks. We have the safe. Yeah, it doesn't tell us what it is, but I will go check soon. Files. Decryption key. Sure. Do no harm is complete shit, also. Listen. Okay. If I... data... I assume it's this one. It doesn't tell you what it is, but...
Alex! Damn it. Hold on. I'm encrypting the rest of this. Okay. Dr. Cole already wiped the recording of Morgan's breakdown off his computer. The last copy is hidden in his office. I'm not going back. You'll have to get it yourself. A-C-B-A-C. Good luck.
Abacab, the Mortal Kombat Psychogenesis blood code. ACBAC. I mean, close enough, right? Okay. Well, so we got that Morgan's breakdown.
Good evening, Talos. This is a reminder that the identity of guests visiting Talos is strictly confidential.
All right, I think it was 7324. Seems like yes. Medkit. Excellent. Neuromod's awesome. You know, that's actually a great question. This telepathy... Oh, we got more, huh? Psychoshock. Was that from the mind-controlled human? Execute a direct psychic attack against biological targets for damage and nullify abilities. And mind jack. Force biological enemies to end hostilities and fight for you. Also frees humans from Typhon mind control. Oh. That's awesome. What's the range on this? Line of sight? There's got to be a range. But anyway. We have 4. Could do this. More psi things. And then what was the it was this one? A shield. Oh, for 20 seconds. Okay, so yeah. A bit disappointing, but it'll probably be good. Do I want to start putting points into this now? On the other hand, where was the sneak one? Yeah, okay, longer to detect you. Didn't seem like it. Well, I wasn't crouching with that one guy, the mind-controlled human. All right, next. I'm really expecting... Okay, Cole's office, ABCA. That's right, it's this one. ACBAC, was that what it is? See, and they say that's the thing at the end. Guess I don't see it, but I didn't, pay close attention. I don't know. Okay. ACBAC. Push the fat men. Okay. Transcribe.
You seem frustrated. I have months that are just gone. I've been listening to the logs, reading the research, playing catch-up.
Do you know how many times we've had this conversation? This is the 5th time.
Does it always go the same way?
Not always.
What does that mean?
What do you think it means?
Well, I think it means you should be concerned as my counselor.
You left yourself a message. Would you like to listen to it?
No.
I think it would help.
I said no, that's not me.
Why do you say that?
I don't know, I just know.
You agreed to this. This was all your idea. Yours and Alex's.
I didn't agree to any of this, all right? That Morgan is not me. I would never... Do you know what's going on in psychotronics? Do you?
If I did, I couldn't say. You know that.
That's not
What do you know
true.
about the Typhon?
We shouldn't talk about them. Not without your brother present.
Them. You do know, you snake. How can you sit there?
Morgan, take a deep breath. Here.
I don't want a pill. I want this station shut down. I want Earth.
Morgan.
I said no!
Okay. I'm going to call Alex.
Why is that an objective? So first off, Dr. Cole, he kind of sounds like he doesn't sound like he's a very good psychologist or psychiatrist or whatever, because he seems like he's being, confrontational, other stuff, right? But also, this brings up the question, which I'd wondered before, but I don't think I said, which is that, so in this instance, Morgan is aware of the human experiments, or that they're basically sacrificing people to make the materials needed, right? They're breeding Typhon using humans to get the materials made to make more neuromods. But he's aware of it, but I have a feeling he supported it in a different iteration, right? Like, I don't know. That's anyway. Okay, so we did that one. That's good, and now we have more neuromods, which is also good. We could get more scope chips. Resistance to psychoshock. What does that mean? Backlash has a chance to return damage to the attacker. And that's weird. Does it not do it before? It seems like it's just a thing. Complex machinery such as operators. I'd be interested to know if we could use the turret against the... That's actually an interesting question as well. Can we mimic an upgraded turret? Patients ahead of you. 1. Well, let's go up here. Since we have the office right here and a recycler and all that stuff, we should probably... Did I... Oh. Oh, January, yeah. Probably just hack it just to be sure. F. Okay, well. How do you even get to those books? Okay. Well, actually, we could... So, we have these. That could be my primary thing, and we can get rid of all the extra... all the other alcohols. Right. Because it just helps free up space. Okay. Any other... We have a lot of EMP grenades. I was really disappointed that that didn't seem to hurt the thing. I wonder if you could throw it right at it. Right? If it hits it, does it explode then? I mean, that would make sense to me, but I think so, because it's a proximity, so we could definitely try that. And should I... R. Split. Okay, okay, we have... we'll say 3. And enter. Oh. Okay. Well, we'll keep 4. That's fine. Six. Enough for 2 neuromods. Okay. Disruptor Neuromod. How many? Yeah, okay, I have enough. Neuromod. Yeah, we're a little bit low. Alright, well.
All personnel should report
You know,
to muster
another
stations immediately and await further instructions.
Another good question would be, does it... If I mimic a broken turret, am I a broken turret or am I a repaired turret? Right? Okay, so there's another mimic over there. Let's save. Okay. Can you mimic a dead body and then just be like flopping around? That would be hilarious. Alright, well. Yeah. Okay, well. Okay, let's just hack these just to be safe. Yeesh. X. We're getting better at identifying basic letters. Feel pretty proud about that. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. C? This is gonna suck. I don't know why I'm taking the long way around, but whatever. F. Okay. Okay, well, here's what we do. Okay. Drop. Okay. Next. Oh, wait, we haven't, Neuromods. Let's try it. We can always do the more complicated one, but, that's fine. It's fine. I'm fine with, you know. Okay. Mimic matter. Yep. Alright. Sure. Well. So, okay, yes. Oh, we were hitting it. Okay. And what's weird is it wasn't even reacting, which is strange. It didn't give us a fear thing or anything. Yeah, it's just the chair. Okay, well. Oh, wait. I heard another one. That's the weird thing. Maybe it was above me? Or is it in there? You know? This place is a mess.
Voluntary extension
Of course.
with the station counselor.
Oh, multiples of them, eh?
Projects aboard Talos 1 are exciting, but even the brightest minds.
Well, this is probably... We just gotta make sure we don't fall through the thing. Can I use glue on these MFers? Interesting. Oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Another dude in here or what? Hmm. You know, I thought about this too. Is like, I almost feel like it would have been better to not give us the wrench at first. Where did the cystoids go? Oh, hang on. Where was it? Works for me. See, that looks like a grenade, doesn't it? Hmm. Okay, well... wait, hang on. Where is she? Oh, she's in... Well, of course she's in the elevator. I mean, not really, but... Alright. Deep storage, missing engineer, black box project. Let's do that in the hardware labs. Hardware labs is... yeah, I mean, I know it's up there, but the fact that it's not telling us. Yeah, no, I was thinking, I wonder if the game would have been different had they given you the glue gun instead. Like, if they had not given you the wrench to start with. And what's strange is I think when I first got the glue gun on my first playthrough, you're supposed to see the Mimic frozen as if the dude shot the Mimic. But I don't think I did. And like I said, it doesn't really matter because you get the wrench first. And so, you know, this whole game presents itself as if it's a first-person shooter. And this is hardware labs, right? Yeah. And so I really wonder if having the glue gun for a while, like before you can even fight enemies, maybe would put things more in perspective. But then the whole point of them giving you the wrench, and even the whole like smashing the glass. Even the whole thing of like you smashing glass, like they put like an audio sting on it. It's like and slows down. It's like that's a very actiony thing. You know, it's a very action movie, action game thing. I'm not answering the doorbell. They could piss off. They're a solicitor or something. They the fact that they do that, like that, it sort of subconsciously steers you towards that shooter mindset, but the game is not. And that's kind of what I mean, you know, in the review where I said the whole thing feels like a shooter, but it's not. And this whole thing is sort of mismanaged and they shouldn't have done it that way. Even the whole like slapping the palm with the thing, which supposedly was taken from BioShock. I don't know, but I really wonder if them not even giving you the wrench at first, you know, wait till you get to the hardware labs, maybe make you let you throw things and do damage and just do a little bit of damage or something. You know what I mean? Make you force you to use the glue gun to either sneak or fight weirdly. You know what I mean? Before you can even get the wrench. And I think maybe that would, because that would be such a change, right? It's like, oh, here's a non-lethal weapon and you can pick up things and throw them at the enemy to hurt them a little bit. But it's not really feasible, so it's better to maybe, you know, do that and run, and then you sort of, that would be like, oh well, this is not a shooter, you know, because you sort of establish that from the beginning. But instead you get the wrench and the whole, you know, him pick it up and him twirling the wrench and slapping the palm. He's like, yeah, let's go, and then you smash the glass and it's like it's like, yeah. All right, anyway, let's stop here. And then again, like being able to mimic the turrets, that's a cool thing. They do show that in the trailer, which again, the trailer makes it look like that. It's like, become a weapon. Your body is a weapon. And I'm just like, yeah, that's not. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's not just the marketing that mishandled the game. It's definitely the developers as well. Like, did you want it to be a thing? I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. Really do appreciate it. Really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. As always, guys, questions, comments, concerns, good, bad, or indifferent, let me hear them. I do read all of them. I do try and respond to all of them as well. What is your guys' unique positive moments for today? For me, it's actually kind of the comments, because after the review went up, I got all the comments have basically been interesting. Well, hello, Jack baby. One of them was, normally I disagree with you, but in this case I agree. And that was interesting, because there was several paragraphs, because the dude is basically, that left this comment was basically a shooter fan. And the thing is, I am totally down with people disagreeing with me. I try and keep it civil, and even when I dislike games, I still try and, which doesn't happen often, thankfully. You're okay, Jack. You're okay. Even when like I don't like disliking games. I would prefer to like them, and I really want to see why people like them. You know, even a game like Breath of the Wild, which I think is objectively trash. Even that one, I still have the urge to play for whatever reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's my desire to like it. You know, if I was bored by it or hate it, like I hate it. You know, it's sort of that, you know, what is the opposite of love is not, or the counter to love is apathy, not hate. Hate and love are both passions. you know, and so I basically hate Breath of the Wild, but it's like I'm still passionate about it. But I want to like it. Maybe if I can get out of that scarcity mindset and play it more casual, like, you know, pick it up for an hour, or, you know, just it's a game where you kind of just screw around, right? Pick it up, screw around for an hour while I'm watching a movie or a podcast or something like that, and then put it back down, something like that. But yeah, so that was a good comment, and then I got another couple that were critical. One was something along the lines of, was it Prey was peak arcane and the best immersive sim, and I don't know. We're, like I said, the reason we're playing through this game is to sort of reevaluate. But I don't know what an immersive sim is. Does it? So my idea or my thought of an immersive sim is what it lets you do, right? And if it's defined by how you can influence the environment. By the way, I would totally disagree. Scavenger SV4 is the best immersive sim. Like, if you play it, you will understand, right? The developer, the solo developer, it was a single one man developer. His idea was, let me think of everything that a player could possibly do and put that in the game, right? Which I think is the definition of immersive sim. That said, would the Metal Gear Solid games be defined as immersive sims? Because they let you do so much, you know. And I wish I could find this series of videos again, but there was some dude that had like 100+ videos of each thing you could do in the game, and they were like an hour and a half, 2 hours long, right? Don't worry, Jack. We'll go out there. We'll check. We'll see who knocked on the door, if anyone, or what crap they left behind. Here's a flyer from my Chinese restaurant. And yeah. So is immersive sim just, does it have to be first person? And I assume it's mostly defined by what you can do in the environment. However, I think there's also a part of it where it's like multiple objectives or multiple ways to accomplish an objective, something like that. In this case, Prey, I don't think there is. Because sometimes there's multiple ways to get into a room, but usually it's just usually it's just a question of how you open the door, right? If you wanted to say, I mean, I would say Prey is not even the best arcane game. Probably not the best immersive sim. I mean, I've only played Dishonored and this one. And Dishonored, I think, has multiple ways to accomplish objectives, whereas this one doesn't, and multiple ways to get through the level, whereas this one doesn't. Let me rephrase that. This one kind of does if you use the glue gun to be weird, but you know? And then at least a third comment in the last few hours, in the last like half a day or a day since the video released, was basically like, you suck, you're a terrible writer, and you're an angry reviewer, or something along those lines. And then they make sure to add like, I don't even like Prey, which I'm just like, you're so offended that you have to personally insult me, when it's a unscripted rambling review that I'm not even angry about. But you're like, you're angry and your writing sucks. Like, okay, none of those things are true. I mean, the writing sucks, yeah, but I don't write, so you wouldn't know that. It's because I don't actually write scripts. But the fact that, I mean, they're clearly a fan of Prey. It's fine. it's fine. And that's basically what I said. I was like, you could be a fan of Prey. It's all right. And I was like, you know, I don't believe a non-fan would be so offended that they'd resort to personal attacks. Like, I found that funny. And I'm like, I see through your lies, your filthy lies. I see through them. But it's whatever. The comments have been interesting. Even the negative ones. I'm fine with that. So, but the thoughtful ones are definitely more appreciated. So, yeah, I've rambled on enough. That's my unique positive moment for today. Hopefully your guys is just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.